Why am I riding the little one? You get the big one.
That's just how it works today.
Oh, because you say so?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured. Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. It's a chore day today, mostly because Shannon's back and she makes me do chores while she's here.
But hey, I was trying to make your tractor look bigger by me being the one that was driving it.
Do you think I make my tractor look small?
Yeah, I do. Not as small as your dad's tractor, but I'm just saying it looks bigger with me on it.
That's true, yeah. It's just that's the more fun one, more powerful one to drive. Why are you getting to drive it today?
Exactly.
Oh, because she said so. No, guys, it is, I think, about 85-ish degrees. The humidity is high, but it has been so hot the last however many days.
Yeah.
And this is like glorious weather to us. There's a tiny breeze. So,
Teeny tiny.
we're going to partner up. I've not been able to mess with any of this since I dropped 10 or 11 of these trees. So Shannon gets to use the tractor and I'm going to use the mower, but she's going to help me clear the rocks. I got some big rocks out here and I've just been beating up the blades on my mower. I didn't feel like hooking up the brush hog, so I thought let's do it a little different today and maybe get some of these rocks out of here for good.
Yeah.
All right.
So basically we're gonna mow a path so that we can get close to our burn pile and just set it on fire and keep adding to it.
You guys want to have a bonfire with us today?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing today. I've been building that thing up and I got so much more to throw on it. We just need to cut the grass down a little bit so we're not eating ticks while we're out here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guineas are already up there. They heard the machinery. When the guineas hear the machinery, they're like, oh, you're going to stir the bugs up? We're there.
Time to get to work.
Don't mimic me and how I use that up here. Those blades are already so nicked up and damaged because I've hit so many rocks with them. I have 2 other sets in there. But before I changed them out, I thought, well, let's go up here and do this area because there is a lot of rock out here. This is way heavier than the area I just mowed. That's basically what is underneath this. In fact, when we had the skid steer, I don't know, a year and a half or 2 ago, there was a really big oak stump right here that Shannon told me not to waste our time with the skid steer on digging that up. And I didn't listen. I said, challenge accepted. And I did waste a lot of time.
A lot of time, a lot of hours.
But more
Big
importantly, yeah, I had to dig a hole that was every bit of 6, maybe 8 feet deep. I mean, I thought I got the skid steer stuck a few times. This is a lot of the rock and earth that was there, and I just kind of tried to smooth it out. But a lot of this is still just kind of the rough, raw land from when we had it all cleared. But you can see now we shouldn't have the problem with the ticks and the snakes as bad. Hopefully. And we can get to our fire. This over here, I don't know if you guys live in the country, or you've ever done any of the cleanup stuff like this. This is so overwhelming to a completionist. To Shannon and I, who are like, well, we just want it all clean. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but you're not getting this done in a day. So we both have agreed that we were just going to go ahead and light the fire and just kind of piece this out. And we've also, I don't think we've told them, we don't have any definitive information here yet. But we took a lot of advice from you guys and from some friends of ours that are on a similar piece of property in Chad. There's a lot of value in trees. We were right when we talked about that one big oak down by the goat shelter. And so we're doing a little bit of research, finding out who close to us, how did they come out and pick it up, all the details. So we'll keep you posted as we learn more in that direction, but we're going to try to save the meat of these trees and just burn the fun stuff.
Yeah, hopefully we can sell them to a sawmill or something like that so that we can get a little bit out of them. Maybe not for our own build right now, but to fund some of our projects that we want to do.
Yeah, we're not keeping information from you guys. I just want to let you know we're at the early phases of learning more, and that made us very excited when we found out, like, hey, those trees are worth
money.
Yeah. Value.
Yeah.
Or I could build a man cave with it.
Hey, side note, I don't know if you guys counted, but we have 5 adult guineas walking around.
Ooh, yeah.
Just want to point that out.
Yeah, for those of you who know, if you've been around for a while, we raise guineas. If you don't know, if you're new here, this is our We have the adults. We have our new 9 over here that are however old they are. We'll come back to all the details, but we got a bunch of guineas out here.
It is hot over there.
Fire, scorching.
I mean, at least it's not 90 some degrees, but this 80 some degrees feels like 90.
Well, we had some rain yesterday, which is why I opted to do this today, because it had been so dry and the wind wasn't out of control. And we've got this fire way out in the middle here. So I felt safe doing this, but we lost our cloud coverage.
Yeah.
And we're picking up sticks and running chainsaws.
And throwing them in a fire.
So I hope this is an acceptable time for me to be a little short of breath.
I say it's acceptable, babe. I'm even short of breath.
Yeah, if it looks like I made a mess in my pants from behind, it's because I did. It's not sweat. I tell you what though, we talked about this in our last video, kind of getting back to things, getting back to the routine, the chores, things we know we've needed to do. This little bit right here, just getting that mowed to where Shannon and I can walk around and we're not bumping up to all these tall pieces of grass, because that's where the ticks come from. Every little bit makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it does.
And you just come out and do it little by little and don't overwhelm yourself. Sorry, I've got sawdust on my face.
But he wore safety glasses, guys. Those are safety glasses on his
These
head.
are actually from one of you.
Yes, they are.
Thank you guys. These tinted ones, old Carhartt brand, we're cool. No, but I like it. It's just, you know, we've got to take this in stride and be sure that we're drinking water and everything while we're doing it.
Yes.
And stay away from that fire.
Man, that fire's hot.
It's gorgeous, but that's definitely more of a fall thing, but it's time. This one has to go. By the time the temperature's down again, I'm going to have at least 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know how many more of those piles.
Oh, for sure.
But
we'll enjoy that fire tonight, too.
Yeah. It's relieving to make progress.
Absolutely. Great job.
Thanks.
That's a lot of wood.
That is a lot. Yeah, I got to where I was cutting firewood rounds down here because I just can't bring myself to throw that in this fire. I don't know how valuable it is because it's dead, but
Somebody needs firewood.
Somebody needs it, and we can test it and burn it ourselves in that wood stove that we got, that outdoor wood stove.
Yeah.
And kind of see, if it's any good or if it just goes up, and then it'll be for bonfires or fire pits or the wood stove or whatever down the road.
It seems so quiet now without the chainsaw running.
I know. Not gonna complain.
Kind of peaceful.
Yeah. If you're cold, just step over by that fire.
I'm not cold.
want you close, maybe hold your hand a little while. Somehow I know you're gonna be the girl that I'll end up calling my own. We ride around in style, sleeves rolled up, glasses on, and then you make that smile and my heart starts racing when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Can't get enough of this. Being with you is like never-ending sunshine. Feels like everything stops for a while when we look into each other's eyes. How could I ever let you go now when you're looking like that? Can't get enough of this. Being with you is a never-ending sunshine.
I thought I just dripped sweat on myself, and I was like, no, that was way too cool. I don't know if you can see it looking out this direction into the sun, but we just got one rain cloud directly up over us. Maybe a little bit more coming out of the northeast.
That's a nice welcoming surprise. Especially after our fire just got out of control.
Well, you know, it's funny how that works, the timing and everything. We knew there was a chance of rain today, but I thought it had all blown over, but I guess it was some scattered showers and things, and hopefully we can get a little bit, because I could go for a shower about now.
I would gladly take some rain right now.
Yeah, the flies have been all over me, because I can only imagine how good I taste and smell.
Helicopter tail.
Our supervisor inspector, he was due for coming out, but we're still working on his training of trying to run chainsaws and all the equipment, because he really likes to drive the tractor and the mower.
And the
If
four-wheeler.
I'm running any tools, he wants to be right up on it. So some of these projects at this age, we're still just not bringing him out for that party. One of these days, that's the goal.
He has to check everything out now, though.
Yeah, he hasn't seen fire in a little while.
He
It's cold
hasn't.
season. I don't think he's ever seen a fire that big. It's all been in the fire pit and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, that's hot.
Yeah, that's real hot, Bruno.
Yeah.
What a goof.
I bet he singed some of his whiskers or something a little bit. Bruno, what are you doing, buddy?
You?
How hot's that fire, big
That
guy?
was warm, huh? Oh my gosh, you're warm, dude. It didn't take long.
You gotta learn. So the Broon Man has been doing awesome with all of his training, but we have also begun getting out a couple of our new 9 of the guineas. We can't take you down there right now, just because this guy loves to play with the birds, all of them. And those guys they're just too young. They don't. I mean, they can run from them, they can fly, and that's basically what they do. They get up on top of the run. But we are having to use the e-collar, and I'm happy to report that just the vibration and the tone, if you use that, which there's so many settings on those things, guys, but basically you don't have to shock your dog with a shock collar every time it's on for it still to be effective. So we focus primarily, and I know there's a lot of you professional dog trainers out there that want to tell us how to train our dog. But we're not professionals. We know what we want, and we know how to achieve what we're going for. So now, just by giving him the verbal command and giving him a vibrating tone at the same time, you know, he makes eye contact with me. I can tell him to leave it and come, and he will come right over to me. So that collar is more here than it is anything we're actually doing down there. So I just want you to know he's doing great. Our rain is coming back.
That's amazing.
That's perfect.
So amazing.
I mean, I look like I've showered in my clothes or swam, but I didn't.
That's a welcome surprise.
That's interesting. As soon as it started raining, the wind even kind of shifted, and it's bringing the smoke this way now.
Yeah.
What you think, bud? You're not afraid of little rain, are you? Well, guys, I gotta say, we did this at the wrong time of day as far as temperature and heat, and I told you it was only like 85. I don't know what the heat index is, but with the sun out, I promise you it felt way hotter than that. But we were not able to mow any of this because of all those limbs and sticks in it. And so I now was able to run the mower, and that'll get me access, which is exactly what we wanted. And I can walk around up here and I'm not feeling grass, touch my ankles and calves and everything, because that's how the ticks get right up where they want to be. And so far I've pulled none off of me today. Well, we basically built that fire up a total like 4 times, I think it was.
At least 4 times.
So the way it started, we added enough to it that it basically burned 4 times worth of material. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. And we don't prefer to do that in the summertime or in the heat, but we had the rain. I thought because it was in the 80s it would be cooler today, and I was so wrong. It's fine.
It's okay. It's still work that needed to be done, and it got done. And that's the main point there.
And now I get to make a new fire pile and start all over, Brune Man. What do you think?
Yeah, you need to go get some water, huh? That is a hot fire burning. We are even, 15, 20 feet away. It's hot.
Do they make marshmallows the size of pillows?
They do have jumbo marshmallows.
Are they the size of pillows?
Well, no.
I think we could just hold it back here and it would cook it for us. Get some s'mores going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go for some s'mores.
Well, I'm super pleased to have gotten at least this much done. And now maybe you'll let me wait until cooler temperatures. I think about a week from now I saw 70s, like
I'll
upper
take that.
70s. And that would be, well, still I could go for a little bit cooler than that for firewood work and everything, but I don't care. We're going to get this stuff done. I want my prairie back. I want this clean prairie mowable back. And I don't know who hired the guy that came and dropped 10 or 11 trees on it, but I probably wouldn't hire that guy again if it were me. Just saying. Well, guys, we love and appreciate you. We thank you so much for coming along on this journey with us. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Going in. Whee! He goes straight to the place that we didn't get cleaned up yet. What a goober.
You gonna find some eggs in there?
See if there's another nest, buddy.